All right, let's get back to Ibiche because we have to let him go and tidy up preparations for the game. Ibiche, I asked a question here about banker-led syndrome as against patriotism syndrome. Which ones are play? You said the team's well motivated. Do we have a balance, or is there something weighing down on the other?
The advantage of having a young team, the advantage of having players who are hungry is that they are a lot more focused than those who have been in the team for a long time. They want to play to make a good name, to have a better career prospects, move to bigger clubs. So they relegate the bank alert syndrome a little bit to the background. And that's what we have in this team, a lot of young players who have done so well in their clubs in Europe and who are coming into the team to fight and also become very relevant, like the more established ones. Let me just quickly address the issue of Truth Tekong and who partners him and who doesn't partner him. We've been in camp for over 2 weeks now, close to 3 weeks. And Truth Tekong, Awaziem, Uche Agbo, a lot of these guys have been training together every day. We've had 2 high-profile friendly games playing together. So the understanding is there. And whoever the coaches decide to play, either Omeru or Truth or Awaziem or Ogu, wherever, you can be rest assured that these guys have had enough time together, know exactly what it takes, are hungry and committed enough to get us the result that we need today.
Well, but how true is this rumor that the team selection was influenced immensely by the Nigeria Football Federation?
Garnet Roy is a very experienced tactician. He's coached in Europe, top clubs in France. He's coached across Africa. I mean, you don't dictate to such coaches. He has picked his team by himself. He's picked the players on merit. And when people ask these kind of questions, I ask in return, look at the list of players in camp and tell me who doesn't deserve a call-up into our team. And they find it difficult to answer. That's just to show you the quality that we have in this team, the depth we have in squad. And I think it's the hallmark of a great team when you are able to bring players together and you are as strong on the pitch as you are on the bench. And I think that's what Garnet Roy is trying to do.
Okay, Ibiche, just before you go, someone brought up an issue yesterday about a team in the Under-20 World Cup that has about 9 of their players being Nigerian. Now, they are not playing for Nigeria at the Under-20 level, but they are Nigerians. And then we have a lot of materials in country that are maybe in the local leagues, or they may not even be playing in any league. What are the plans towards rebuilding the Super Eagles from the 8th grade level even to the top? Are we going to be reaching out to these ones?
Of course. You know, if you've been following our preparation in the last couple of weeks, there are a lot of players in the UK who have shown interest to come play for Nigeria. But then the process of switching your nationality takes a while. So in the days ahead, I'm sure you'll be getting to see or read more about some of these players who will be coming in. Ola Ino, Chuba Akpom, and a few of the other guys. You'll see a lot of them later on get the call up to the team. Of course, Tyrone Igwe is here in this team, playing for Nigeria, grew up in Holland. Truth Tekong as well, the same, grew up in Holland but is playing for Nigeria. So these guys will get their chance, as well as those who are on the domestic scene. A lot of opportunities will be given to them. They will have their chance to fight for a place in the team. And if they have the right quality and they can play according to the instruction of the coaches, they will get their chance.
All right, thank you very much, Tony Ibiche, spokesperson for the Super Eagles. We wish you a fantastic game. Have yourself a good day.
Thank you so much.
All right, so guys, let me be good. Mr. Biako. We've talked about the team today, the game today. So let's leave that aside and move on. Looking forward now, we have these players out there. He's talked about those who are likely to come into the team. Is that the best way to build a future Super Eagles?
Yeah, the issue is that if you look at what we have done, what we have achieved in international football, you start imagining what would have been, you know, if we had a level playing ground when it comes to administration, when it comes to leadership. The problem we've always had in sports in Nigeria is leadership. And it goes a long way in shaping every national team. if you look at leadership from all ramifications, you discover that it has to do with scouting, it has to do with, exposure, it has to do with training, it has to do with camping. Because when players are brought together a month before a tournament, while others started, immediately a team loses the World Cup finals, like in Germany or France or Holland or Brazil. Brazil remains the only team since 1930 that has never missed any World Cup tournament from 1930 to date. Brazil. And when you look at their pedigree, look at the preparation. Immediately they lose a tournament in the World Cup finals, they start preparation immediately. But here you have a situation whereby we lose a tournament, we go and relax, or we get to the semi-finals, we start celebrating, and before you know it, others have gone ahead. So, we have to address the issue of leadership in our sports. That's the only thing that will make us,
Sorry, you spoke about when they lose, they go home and they start practicing for the next tournament.
Immediately, yes.
But we have a peculiar problem, haven't we?
Yes.
Because our players are all over the world.
Yeah.
When you have a tournament, you pull them in and work on them for that. And after the tournament, they all go back to their bases.
Yeah.
They don't continue as a team so they can continue practicing together for the next one.
Likewise Brazil, likewise Germany, likewise Holland, France, Spain. These guys, these teams, these countries have players all over the globe. But because of their, peculiar nature, because they are very, very careful about planning and administration, they don't just pick anybody because he has money to become their FA chairman. They don't pick anybody because he belongs to a particular political party to be the secretary or spokesman. They do their things.
That's below the belt.
Yeah, they do their things, the way it suits, the framework of administration. Administration these days is not about bringing players together and then giving them a sound coach. I've said it so many times. Go and bring the best coaches. Bring Mourinho, bring Van Gaal, bring Zinedine Zidane, bring all of them together and let him handle the national team of Nigeria. They will have problems. Why? Because there are so many intricacies. There are so many challenges. There are so many, politicking going on in the Nigerian framework. So it becomes extremely difficult for these guys who are coming from outside to be able to, pattern into the framework. But what I'm saying again is this. If we can be able to, today, if we can be able to start working towards planning ahead, if we can plan ahead, there is no country in the world that can stop us. I know I know, like in the under 17 tournament, under 20 tournament, under 23 the Olympic team, we have done well.
Okay.
But again, it goes beyond that.
All right, we'll take a moment and come back shortly. Please don't go away.
This game is sparsely attended. There's about 1,500 fans here, mainly the main stand below me. And here we go, Nacho plays the ball back. So Nazi is caught in possession already, and the Senegal players straight in there. But a misplaced pass. And Moses down the line now for Iheanacho. Does well. Not trickery. The Nigerian fans like that. Good work for Iheanacho there. The ball back now, Ekpe. Brings it forward. That's a better pass. Lovely touch there. This is better. This is much better. First good chance now. Dixon side plays the side chance. Just cleared. A great chance. What a good move. The best move of the game by Nigeria. Lovely football from Simon Moses there. It wasn't very well advertised in London. It has to be said this match. Let's hope the game on Monday against Burkina Faso gets a few more in. They certainly were tipped to win that title after a great start to the tournament, but they did go out to Cameroon on penalties. And a round of applause you can hear from the Nigeria fans. There's a blanket on him, but it really doesn't look good. This is a real worry. Senegal currently third in their group for the World Cup qualifiers. They've got 3 points in 2 matches. And being stretched it off. It looks like he's been stretchered straight off. We'll tell you, I'm guessing to an ambulance, we'll see. Here's a chance here, tries it, across the ball.